Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of my beginner's guide. I'm going to be doing a quick recap. So, you've gone through all these scenarios up until Mount Runar using your friend's reps, which are these at the bottom. So you've used 3 of your own monsters and one of your friends to do the harder scenarios. You've then gotten your Vampire Revenge runes from doing the Mount Runar boss, which you are then going to put onto your Lapis as your first farming unit and your first 6-star unit. She's very good, she's going to help you level up all your other units. So the next thing is going to be free to play units. I'm going to change the above my head. These are the units. So it's the Lapis I just showed you, which is the Magic Knight. Shannon and Bernard are from doing these. You go up to Giant Speed 3. It's very simple. You can just use Lapis and 4 other units that are leveled up. Just make sure they're not like 4 fire units and it should be fine. Uh, Lulu is from an Unknown Scrolls, which is from here. You get them throughout the game, doing scenarios or anything like that. She's a 2-star, so it's not too hard to get her. You're probably going to get her within maybe the first 50 scrolls. And then you can also get her through the magic shop, it refreshes every hour. Uh, Pretty high chance of getting her. I already have her on this account. You can also get her through doing Haidini rune scenario. I don't recommend doing it this way just because she's so easy to get the other 2 ways and you're not wasting energy that way. The Fire Inugami is from Fire Scrolls, Mythical Scrolls, and the Famine Volcano, which you're going to be doing a ton of throughout the entire of the game. It's how you level up a lot of your units, so don't worry about getting him. You eventually will, and a lot of skill ups. Naomi is through Wind Scrolls and Mythical Scrolls. She's not too hard to get, but you have to pull her out of scrolls, so it's kind of RNG. Lauren, Bella, and Crow are all from Secret Dungeons, which I'll be explaining later on in the video. Fran is through Ancient Coins. So this is the shop where you use the ancient coins. These are the ancient coins right here. You get them through just doing events, so just keep track of all the events and follow them through until you can get the ancient coins. So Sig and Verd are both fusions. I'm going to talk about Verd, but Sig I'm going to do a separate video on, probably just like the family of phoenixes. So Verd is right here. He's a very strong unit throughout the entire of the game. Got lucky and just summoned him, but to fuse him, you need Fire Imp Champion, Fire Golem, Water Werewolf, and Wind Elemental. So keep those 4 units, and then you're gonna 4-star and awaken them, which I'll explain how to awaken stuff later in this video. The Water Elven Archer is through Water Scrolls and Mythical Scrolls, and then Mab is the Wind Penguin Knight, which is through Wind Scrolls and Mythical Scrolls. So the next thing I'm going to be going on about is challenges, which the 3 challenges we're going to be focusing on is Monster 101, fast leveling strategy, and daily dungeon hits. So you go into here, you're going to power up a Fatal and a Blade Rune 3 times to do these. The next thing is get 2 3-star energy runes, which all you're going to do is go through Garen's Forest on hard mode. Just use Lapis and like 3 other units, not too hard. Once you get those energy, you just come back into here. Skill up, it's pretty simple. All you do is use like 1 or 2 stars for this. So you just, here's the wind elemental and the Lulu, by the way. So all you do is if you had another tree unit, I don't have one yet, you just use the same unit. It could be fire, wind, or water, it doesn't matter. As long as it's the same unit, you just use it and then power up or evolve, whatever. And then you go back into challenges. You just equip a 3-star Fatal or Blade Rune. The easiest way to do that, because you probably already have a unit, or should have a unit with them already on it. These are the runes that you get from doing the scenario, the 5-star. So all you gotta do is remove one of these runes of each set, and then just hit apply, puts them back on, and should complete that challenge. So now you're on this right here, rune +9. You're gonna wait on this one for a second because you're gonna do the other scenario, challenge, because it's gonna have this right here. So you're gonna do both at the same time. So to do these, I've already started it. For this one, all you do is go into Famed Volcano, have Lapis as your only unit. You just go through it, completes it. The next one's gonna tell you to use 3 1-cost units. So, or not 1-cost, sorry, but level 1. So like this, doesn't matter what star they are, as long as they're level 1. And the next one, you just do it again. It's just doing the dungeon with an XP booster, but you have to grab the other challenge first before you do it. And then it's going to tell you to do 3-star unit max for the next one. So you do Lapis, and I have 3 kind of already leveled up. So once they hit level 25, all 3 of them, it'll complete the next challenge. And then same thing with the one after it, it's just 4 stars. So like that, if they all level up to 30, it's going to complete the next one. And while you're doing this, I recommend just throwing on repeat battle. Uh, just put it on, so you just go here, like this. So you can do hard. You have to do one on hard first before you unlock it. So if you haven't unlocked it, just do normal. It's not too much of a waste of energy, but you want to do the higher levels as much as you can. So you just throw on the repeat battle, and then while you're doing that, you could come back out and you can do the next part while it's just leveling up your units for you. So you're down here, it's going to tell you to put a 4-star full set on. So all you got to do, same thing, go to your Lapis, take off a rune, re-equip it. It'll complete that. And the next one is to 9 or +9 a rune. I suggest doing the 5-star runes that you get from doing the scenario, just because later on you have to do +12 of everything as a 5-star. So all you do is go here, you re-equip these with the full set of the 5-star that you got on one unit. You go here, power up +9, and then +9 every single thing. I'm gonna be skipping later on the video and show you where I am and what it's gonna look like. I just don't want to do it right now because it's gonna take so much time to go through ruining everything to +9. So then now you're going to be here. Just again, take off one rune, put it back on. It's going to finish that one. And then just go back and do the +9 runes that you just did, +12 them. Again, I'm just going to skip through it and show you. This, the same thing as the normal one. You just go into hard hell or Famine Volcano hard, put in Lapis by yourself, and just let it play through. And this one you're going to need to do 6-star in your Lapis before you do it. So don't worry about that just yet. I'm going to explain a little bit later on after we 6-star the Lapis. So now, after you've done the +9 runing, it's going to go to Awaken. So I'm going to talk about Awakening right now. You're going to, so for example, I'm going to awaken in probably first. You're going to need all these essences. And for these essences, you have to go into Halls of Elements, which I've explained in the first video on the days that they're available. So you just go in here. I'm going to probably farm 5 for the first one, just because it's all I think I can do before I farm 5-star units. You are going to get the essences of fire and the essences of magic. You need both. Once you have enough of each, you're going to go into here and just awaken him. The other way of getting quick mids for your first unit is by doing this challenge. So you would just get this unit from doing B3 fire. It's going to give you a Conan, which is going to help you on the next part. Same with all the other elements when you do those. You just grab the Conan, put it on your team. This one, I chose fire just because it's the harder one to do, kind of. So you are going to go to the boss and just hit the towers and the boss. Don't like push back the attack gauge or anything like that, because the tower actually has to put the bomb on you, and then you use the Conan to cleanse the bomb off you. And then you'll complete that. And then once you complete it, you just do B5 to get these essences, and the fires are from this. So that's easy fire and mid essence. These, same thing, get the unit from here. Just use skill 2 to do continuous damage to the boss. And I usually manually the boss when I do these. And then same thing with this, you can call in, use skill 2 on the boss. And I'll complete these 3. So then after that, uh, you're going to 6-star your Lapis to do that last hell one, which I'm going to skip to right now, and I'll show you where I am at the game so you can have an idea. Alright, so I finished the challenges and I ended up actually awakening my fire, and you got me in 5-star my Lapis off video by mistake. I forgot to record, so I'm just going to quickly show you how I did it. So I went into B3 Halls of Fire to do this. You just put Konomiya for low damage units with high survivability, that was 5. You get to the boss, you switch between the towers and the boss manually until the tower puts the bomb on you, and then you just cleanse it. You might have to do it a couple times if you have too high damage or kill the boss too early. It's gonna fail. And then you just do Halls of Fire B5, gives you these mid. And then after these two, all I did was farm B5 Fire and B5 Halls to get the last low end Fire essence. And then if you do say wind, you just do the wind one, which I'll explain this whole screen for now while I'm on it. So B7s, all these, you just clear B7. You might need stronger units. You might need 5 stars, or Lauren and like say Bella. They help a lot. So for this one, when you're opening up secret dungeons, which I'm going to show you in a sec, you want to go for like something like Lauren, which is the light cowgirl, or Bella, the light Inugami. You're gonna do the secret dungeons, collect 40 pieces, and then summon Bella or Lauren, and it'll complete this. For the dark one, you're gonna go into the shop building. You're gonna build this fuse center. It's gonna, actually, I'll just build it now, just to show you what it looks like. Alright, so now you're gonna want 10 low essence. You're gonna click this. You're gonna click fuse. It's gonna give you one mid essence, and it'll complete that. And then the last one, you just like again B7. And then for the other two, it's pretty simple. It's going to give you this unit from doing water. When you're doing any level, it doesn't matter what level, you do B1 if it's too hard. So you just put that unit in, you get to the boss, you do skill 2 on the boss. It's going to do continuous damage, and then I'll finish that. And then B5, B7 again. The water's pretty hard because it has a lot of HP, so just be careful with that one. Wind, same thing. Gives you Colleen, skill 2, B5, B7. For this, all you gotta do is awaken a 4-star unit. It has to be a natural 4-star, so it can't be like a 3-star of upgraded to a 4-star. And then for glory buildings, I built the Sanctum of Energy and the Mana Fountain to start. I like building Mana Fountain. You don't have to do it, but it gives you extra mana. And then for glory buildings, I like building the Ancient Sword, the Sky Tribe Totem, and the Fallen Ancient Kingdom first. And then you want to level 10 this for the Summoner's Way later on that you're going to have to do. And then you start upgrading your other towers after that. And then Guild Wars, all you're going to do for now is, because you're probably not going to be in your Guild Wars, you're just going to put your units down so that way your guild leader can then pull you in and do guild battles with you next week, because it's on a week registration. And it's going to look like this. So when you do it, it hopefully has less units than this, because these are not going to be killable with your units. And then you're just going to do these and get guild points, hopefully. Same thing with Guild Siege, actually, while we're here. So you just put a defense down. I just put like a random one down so that if I get invited. So those are the guild stuff for now. I'll do another video on it, probably in the next one. So then, secret dungeons. You go here while you're farming halls. So say if you're doing halls of light, while you're doing that like challenge, it could pop a secret dungeon. So if you really want Lauren or like the cowgirl, you can just farm. It doesn't matter what level you do, so you could just even farm this if you don't need the essence, and it could pop a dungeon, or a friend can have it. Uh, and then it's gonna pop the secret dungeon, which is this right here. So one of my friends actually has this. I don't have this, so then I would just go in here and do it. And the other way, well, actually, I'll just show you really quick what it looks like. So you go in here, it's gonna summon waves at you. You're just gonna kill them. I don't actually need this one, so I'm just gonna like exit out in a sec. But you want AoE for these, and it's gonna do 10 waves, and then when you leave, or if you complete it, you want to complete as far as you can. It's gonna give you tokens. Actually, you don't get one until you do level 3. Actually, so you want to do at least level 3 for a token. So that's how you get the Light Secret Dungeon challenge done. Now, 5-star team. The first one I recommend is the easy farmable team. It's Lapis, Shannon, Bernard, Lulu, and Fire Nigami. I showed you the list earlier on the free-to-play units. Just see how you get them, and eventually you're gonna skill them up, 5-star them, and that's gonna be your Giants team. the team I'm gonna go for that needs secret dungeons is gonna be Lapis, Shannon, Fire Inugami, Lorne, and Bella. And you can also do Crow instead of Fire Inugami. But I like the Fire one to start because Crow's kind of hard to rune. And to do 5-starring, I'm gonna go more into it a little bit, but just in case you do it, you obviously use Rainbow Mons if you're gonna go from 3 stars, so something like that. If this was max, it goes to 4-star. Same thing with 4-star. You can use Rainbow Mons, but if you don't have Rainbow Mons, the way to do it is you use. Now this is why you have Lapis as your farmer, because you'll use Lapis, and some people don't use Warstar, but early on you're not gonna have enough food to do it. So this was called food. So you would use Lapis, 3 1-stars, you level up the 1-stars, and then you use these to upgrade the 1-star to a 2-star, and then you level up 3 of these 2-stars in Famine or anywhere. Usually I do Famine just because Lapis is the good farmer for it. And then you would go like this. If this was max, level up to 3-star. It's a long process of upgrading, but you can also just start at 3-star units, but I recommend at least keeping one of each unit. So like I could use some of these witches, uh, because you're gonna eventually get them again if you want to like skill them up or anything. But make sure you at least keep one. And these units with the circle here, keep at least one unit because they're fusion units. So stick in storage, stick in here like the fusion ones. You can also upgrade this. Don't do it right away because you're gonna end up getting the other building that is better for storage early on. That's gonna be it for this video. Uh, Actually, you could do this now. I just did these summons, so go up to these summons, and the next video we're gonna be doing this Summer's Way. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful at all, just please leave a comment below or like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.